Hey guys, it's your guy in the chair here, and look, I wanted to kind of do something just so I don't just make one NBA video and leave you guys hanging. I want to continue to make ways for me to talk about the NBA season, and I just want to input my thoughts on what I'm seeing and be able to just interact with you guys and make more videos. So what I'm doing here is I'm just giving my thoughts, five little quick, well, they're going to be as quick as I can make them, but 5 thoughts on the NBA season so far and things that have just stood out to me. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so for the first of my 5 topics, look, this is it for Ben Simmons. That's the title of this topic. That's what I'm talking about. Granted, I'll go into, of course, I'm going to go into detail of what I mean about this. Look, Ben Simmons is averaging what? 5, 6, and 6 on the season. And here's the thing. I understand he hasn't played in a very long time. I understand that, it takes time to get acclimated to actual NBA game speed, and it takes time to actually settle in. Because, I think Kyrie Irving before said it took him at least 10 games to get settled back in to actual game shape and things like that. So it's going to take Ben Simmons a while. But here's the thing. Mentally, I'm not worried about Ben Simmons physically being able to run up and down the court. No, I'm worried about Ben Simmons mentally and his aggressiveness and his actual belief in himself. I just don't know if it's there, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Granted, he's coming off the bench now. He had 9 rebounds, 6 points for Brooklyn last night against the blowout win against the Knicks. But look, what I mean for this is it for Ben Simmons, this isn't even based off of Brooklyn's win-loss success. This is strictly about Ben Simmons. If he is not showing that he is confident in any ability of his whatsoever, I just don't know if there's really any room for Ben Simmons anymore in the NBA. Because look, no matter where he goes, I don't really think a change of environment is going to do much for him, because no matter where Ben Simmons goes, the question will remain, what can you do for us? And if Ben Simmons can't even give that answer, what are organizations going to say? And I understand, look, there are people going to keep saying he's a great defender, all that good stuff. Ben Simmons' defense ain't standing out that much to me so far this season. It's okay, I guess. He's out there, he's fouling a lot. He's just trying to get acclimated to the game. I understand all that, but look, I'm not even saying this needs to happen immediately, but just at some point, if Ben Simmons, if it's not working, I don't even know what the outlook on the Nets season is going to be like, because people are trying to push this narrative that they're better without Kyrie Irving. So the Nets are just a disaster right now. But as far as Ben Simmons goes in his career, he's got to just prove something to GMs and organizations. And honestly, F that. He's got to prove it to himself that he's a basketball player, man. You got to do something out there. You got you have to pick some sort of category that you are going to be good at, whether it's defense or playmaking. Obviously, it's not shooting, because you're not getting any confident more in that at all. It's just seeing that you're just shying away from shots more and more. You're not ready to shoot the ball for whatever reason, dude. You got to pick something. You got to pick something to be good at, or it's just not going to work out. It's going to be a very bad season for you, dude. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not saying it can't get better for him. I'm saying it needs to get better for him. It has to. It has to get better for him, or this is it. I don't see Ben Simmons fitting on any other organization. I don't see any other team really giving him a chance, because he has to prove to himself mentally he is a basketball player. And if he can't do that, nobody can. Nobody can prove it for you, bro. You got to do it yourself. But that's my thought. That's, I said, I'm going to make it as quick as I possibly can, but on to my next thought. All right, my second NBA thought is, why the hell are the Jazz so good? First of all, I know the answer to this question. It's going to pain me to say it, because I'm wearing the jersey, or the whatever you want to call this. I'm wearing the emblem, the sports emblem of the team that used to have this young man on the team, and the coach failed him miserably. The coach and the front office failed this young man miserably. Look, the reason the Jazz are so good is because the reemergence of Lauri Markkanen, man. I told my friends the other day I want to be a part of the fuck Lauri Markkanen club, but the more I look at it, man, I just can't say anything but fuck Jim Boylen, bro. Because Jim Boylen, you wasted this kid's time so much, man. It's crazy, because things that the Bulls were asking Lauri Markkanen to do, be aggressive, literally everything he's doing now in Utah that he's making look so effortless, he act like it was a big chore to do in Chicago for whatever reason, man. And I'm back and forth on the hate train, because I'm mad at Lauri Markkanen, because, dude, was it really that hard to do that here? I guess it was, because Wendell Carter left and became a dog too. So I don't know. Maybe it was just Jim Boylen and his crappy coaching, which I'm more than happy to blame. But Lauri Markkanen's reemergence as a player has just been ridiculous. He's averaging 22 and 8. He looks way better than he has his entire career. He looks like what he used to. He looked like, you know, what flashes were showing of his rookie season. Like, he looked like the player that was going to be, but now he just needed a new environment. Lauri Markkanen's balling out of his goddamn mind, man. And look, the entire team itself of the Utah Jazz, they play with passion, they play with heart, and they play with fearlessness, man. They play like they have nothing to lose, which they don't. The expectations on this team going into the season was they were going to be a lottery team. And I think the addition of Colin Sexton, who has that why not us attitude, that is contagious, and it's clearly gotten to the rest of the Jazz's locker room, because they play every night like, why not us? They play every night like, why can't we win? Why I don't see a reason why. And each person that steps out on that floor, literally from Lauri Markkanen, Mike Conley, Jordan Clarkson, Walker fucking Kessler, everybody that steps out on that floor, Jared Vanderbilt, Ochai Agbaji whenever he gets PT, and even then, that's a good acquisition for them. Ochai Agbaji as well, because he's a really good player. Dude, the Jazz, for whatever reason, got rid of Cat. No, I'm sorry, not Cat. They got rid of Donovan Mitchell, which was for the best. Got rid of Gobert, which I'm pretty sure they wanted to do. And they ended up just benefiting off it all. They are 10-3 right now. Who would have thought? The Jazz are really good. Lauri Markkanen's a really good player, and I have to give credit to that entire mob right now. Now, will this play keep up? I have no idea. I mean, maybe. I'm intrigued to see at this point, because it's honestly getting surprising, but it's also getting really fun to watch the Jazz just compete every night. And like I said, last night, against the Hawks game, I couldn't deny it anymore. I couldn't really say F Lauri Markkanen, because it's not his fault. It's Jim Boylen's fault. And look, it sucks, because when Jim Boylen got fired, his nephew decided to send out a tweet saying, yeah, my uncle worked really hard for the organization, blah, blah, blah. I always remember that tweet because I felt kind of bad reading it, because yes, you have to remember at the end of the day, these coaches do have families, they do have, lives just like you and me, but at the end of the day, your head job is to coach, and you didn't do that at all, so fuck you, Jim Boylen. You and your nephew can go suck a dick, because you guys really fumbled the bag on that one, man, because we could really use a Lauri Markkanen right now. That's all I gotta say. We could really use a Lauri Markkanen right now. All right, so for my third topic, look, I'm going to talk about the rookie class for a second. And when I say the rookie class, I'm only talking about two. Paolo Banchero and Bennedict Mathurin. But this is mainly a Paolo segment. Look, Paolo is generational. Out of this world, ridiculous. The kid's averaging, 23, 8, and 3 on 46% shooting. And honestly, what's standing out to me above all else isn't even the fact that this kid is scoring efficiently. He has a good bag. It's his confidence. It's the kid's mindset. It's the kid this way approaches the game. The NBA is not only a man's game physically, but mentally. This kid is there physically and mentally. He's already there. He's already able to step out on that floor every night knowing he is the best player on that Magic team. He is going at the other team's best player like he wants their head cut off, bro. I love it. Paolo Banchero plays relentlessly. He is a relentless monster out there. And Bennedict Mathurin, my God, that kid's a walking bucket. Like I said, those are my two favorites for the Rookie of the Year this year. Him and Keegan Murray, who is doing okay. But I mean, like I said, there's only really two rookies to talk about this year, man. It's Paolo and Bennedict. Those two are just absolutely killing it on all accounts, man. It's ridiculous. Now, like I said, this is mainly a Paolo segment, so I really just love what the Magic are doing in general. Bol is even showing potential that he can stay healthy and be an actual really good player. I'm actually happy for the guy. Granted, I didn't know if he would be able to stay healthy, but I knew back in the Oregon days that he was really he's really good. Wizards fans, for whatever reason, were crying for Bol, but it wasn't like you guys were going to keep him anyway. But look, Bol is coming along very nicely. And honestly, I think all the Magic need to do is figure out the guard situation. And truthfully, I think if they put themselves in a position to get Scoot Henderson, they need to just trade Markelle, probably RJ Hampton, probably keep Suggs and Cole, I guess. But I'm telling you, y'all need to just get Scoot. Scoot is better than all of those guys, including Cole Anthony probably. Scoot is the future. If you put Scoot Henderson on this team with Franz, and that's another thing, Franz is an absolute beast. Franz Wagner, my God, he was a lot better than I thought. Look, Michigan prospects are hit or miss, honestly, because you got Nick Stauskas, Trey Burke. You got a lot. Tim Hardaway Jr., he was a hit, in my opinion. I mean, as much as a hit as he could be. Tim Hardaway Jr. was a hit, but Burke and Stauskas were crazy misses. Franz who knows what he could have been. But this kid, no, he was actually really good. I didn't think much of it, but no, that kid is really good. And like I said, this team needs Scoot Henderson. It's as simple as that. I think they're just shuffling around with the guards too much. They drafted too many guards anyway. And now when they all get healthy and they have to figure out who to pick between Markelle, Cole, Jalen Suggs, RJ Hampton, they got to pick between all these guards. No, you need to trade two of them, get Scoot on the team, and go from there. Because Scoot on this team will take this Orlando Magic team to Disney World. They'll take him to Disney World where they want to go. I know they're already located in Orlando, Florida, but Disney World is essentially the NBA championship. But the reason I'm saying they need Scoot and not Vic Wembanyama is because they already have Wendell Carter and Bobo, and it's kind of like with Wembanyama, you are taking the chance of that kid getting injured. But, I mean, the sky is the limit for the kid. I just think they could benefit more by taking a guard, somebody that they can actually rely on health-wise, and somebody that can actually impact their team immediately. Victor will impact the team too, but I'm saying impact the offense as far as somebody leading the offense and facilitating, not just a bunch of bigs being able to score the ball and you have nobody to run your offense. Scoot can run your offense. Scoot's needed on the Magic. Sitting back down because Wembanyama needs the Pacers. Vic Wembanyama, Tyrese Halliburton, and Bennedict Mathurin. Nasty work. That's nasty business. Or the Spurs. But the Spurs are competing to an extent where they don't want Vic Wembanyama for whatever reason. So yeah, I'm pushing the Vic Wembanyama to the Pacers narrative now. Alright, so for my fourth thought, look, this is really just me wanting to shout out the best players so far in the Eastern and Western Conference. I got 3 players from the Eastern Conference for you, all 3 top seeds. I got Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jason Tatum averaging 31, 6, and 4 on 49.8. That's 50% shooting. I'm just giving you specifics in case you guys didn't. In case I said 50 and somebody wanted to be literal about it. 49.8 is 50, and he's averaging a block, that two-way player that I love so much. Excuse me. You have Giannis Antetokounmpo averaging 31, 12, and 5 on 54% shooting. I saw that and I thought for a quick second, I'm looking at Tatum's numbers. I'm like, yo, that's MVP caliber right there. Then I saw Giannis, and I just said, God damn it, that guy's good. But anyway, you have Donovan Mitchell averaging 31, 4, and 5 on 51% shooting and making the Cavs look damn good. I love watching him and Darius Garland do work in that backcourt. Donovan Mitchell himself is just an absolute beast, man. And he's honestly, he doesn't have to carry the offensive load on like he did for Utah anymore. So he's able to play defense a lot more with this Cavs team. And he's able, Donovan Mitchell is just killing it. I'm loving it, what I'm seeing from Donovan Mitchell. As far as the Western Conference goes, Luka Doncic, obvious. That's my MVP pick. Obvious answer. 34, 8, and 8 on 50% shooting, 49.8, the same as Mr. Jason Tatum. You have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who I undeniably have to shout out because what the hell? This kid is amazing, bro. I mean, this kid is a walking bucket. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has absolutely come out this season and been on a mission from start, and I hope he stays on that mission the entire year. OKC, please make use of your draft picks and get this kid some help because it is needed. This kid just needs one more guy next to him. Maybe it's Chet. Personally, I don't think it is. He needs some star power. Get this kid a good guard or a good forward to play next to in this year's draft. And my goodness, the sky is the limit for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He can be anything he wants to be in this league. We got Steph Curry shooting score. He's averaging 32, 7, and 6 on 51% shooting. Absolutely balling. The Warriors are 4 and 7, however. So are the Thunder, so that's why I had to put Shai and Steph into this convo. Last but not least, I got Ja Morant, 28, 5, and 6 on 48% shooting. Look, I had to pick 4 players for the Western Conference because Steph and Shai are 4 and 7, and honestly, record doesn't matter at this point. I was gonna leave one person. I wasn't gonna leave Shai out, but if I put Shai in and he had a 4 and 7 record, I got to put Steph in because Steph's numbers are pretty undeniable as well. Steph is balling, man. Normally the Warriors be coasting, and they kind of are with that record that they have right now. But Steph is balling. All these guys are just doing their thing. Ja Morant, electric flying player to watch. And I just wanted to give shout outs to them, man. Just want to let people know that those are my best players so far in the season, and I'll let you know if that changes. But so far, they're doing a damn thing. All right, and for my 5th topic, guys, what is to make of the Lakers season, or what is the outlook of this season? Like, where is this whole thing going? Look, I really didn't want to see LeBron's last year's be the same reflection as Kobe's, where he was just on a bunch of memeable Lakers teams, and we just had to watch one of the greats just go down in shambles. Although Kobe went out on his high horse his final night, scoring 60 points against the Jazz, and maybe Bron will do something like that, but. I just don't. I really didn't want to see LeBron have to go through this. Look, the Lakers are 2-9. The next 5 games are what? The Kings, Nets, Pistons, Spurs, and Suns. Bron got injured last night, dropping 30, which is just becoming a normal thing at this point. And I honestly can only see them winning at least like 1 or 2 of those games, and 2 is a stretch. I can see them winning 1 of those games, and it's probably the Pistons. If they don't beat the Pistons, you ain't winning none of those games. They're going to go 0-5 in that stretch. Look, the Lakers are just looking really bad right now. Honestly, they need to make a trade. I'm not sure if they're just waiting to see what, the situation is, to see if anybody's going to step up, if anything's going to get better. In my opinion, they should just blow this whole thing up, because here's the situation you're stuck with. You don't have a draft pick until either 2025 or 26. It depends on the way the trade worked. In 2024, the Lakers or the Pelicans have the option to either use the Lakers pick then, or they can use it in 25. They have the year for that. This year, they don't have if the Lakers end up in the lottery, that's the Pelicans pick, and that's looking like more and more likely every day. So the Pelicans look like they're probably going to get another stud on this team. The Lakers are just not looking good. Well, they do have future draft picks, so they either need to go get look. There's 2 ways that this can go. Me personally, I think the Lakers should just blow it up, because if you're not going to make an effort to get these guys shooters on the court, if you're not going to make an effort to get any ballers, if you're going to just sit there and keep putting Austin Reeves out there like he's going to get any better, if you're going to keep putting if you're going to keep getting DoorDash drivers like Matt Ryan out there to play basketball, then what is the point of this season even happening? What is the point of these guys even being on the court? If Kendrick Nunn's just going to stink it up every night, why not just blow this whole thing up? I don't understand why waste LeBron James' time. Granted, maybe he's just waiting for Bronny to get into the league and he's going to dip out anyway, but no, signing the extension was probably the wrong thing to do. Look, even Anthony Davis is playing like 65-70% of who he is, man. Like, I don't even, like, he plays like, Anthony Davis confuses the hell out of me, man, because he'll act like he's good starting the game, and then just one random play after dunking the ball, he'll hold his back and go, my God, oh, my back, oh. And it's like, dude, what the hell? You were wide open. All you did was a wide open dunk that I'm pretty sure you've done in practice your entire, like, literally walking in the gym. You can do that without even stretching. What? And your back hurts? My God, man. Honestly, I kind of feel for Russ. I need Russ to be traded, not only because, like, he's just not doing this team any justice. Like, off the bench, he is being a little more productive than he was when he was starting. But, like, I just need Russ to be traded, because, honestly, at this point, I just feel bad for the guy, because it's like Russ can really help another team somewhere else. Like, even if it's not making it to the playoffs, he can help he can help his own self making a lot better stats, and he can help them help the other team by just tanking. But I mean, like, I just can't. I don't know what to make of the Lakers, man. Look, in my opinion, they just need to blow this whole thing up. If they want to be competitive, then they will trade for Miles Turner if they can, or Buddy Hield. They should have did that, but the moves have not been made. I'm not sure if the moves will be made this season. In my opinion, this whole thing just needs to be blown up. And if they do that, like I said, they're kind of just giving in to it's a hard pill to swallow, because you have LeBron James, you have Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, and those are not guys that just go into the night quietly. Well, Anthony Davis is. LeBron James and Russell Westbrook, they don't go into the night quietly, but if they have to, they will. And then LeBron will just tweet out some dumb quote saying, I'm the kid from Akron, I'm going to do this, and try to be the lay motivator he wants to be, but it's I don't care. Russell Westbrook, he'll just post something in the offseason saying, I don't care what anybody has to say, I'm Russell Westbrook, blah, blah, blah. Anthony Davis is just soft. I just can't really watch. I'm not even the biggest LeBron James guy, man, but I just hate seeing great time be wasted, and this is a big waste of everyone's time. Like I said, man, the next 5 games is going to really prove something here. But Bron is probably going to be out for those 5 games, so it's probably not going to get any better for the Lakers. They need to blow it all up. They just need to trade. Honestly, if you really want to blow this whole thing up, trade LeBron, trade AD, trade Westbrook. Just get a young core on this Lakers team, get draft picks, trade them. Trade these guys. Stop wasting people's time. Please stop wasting LeBron James' time, for the love of God. That man is too talented. He's too good to be having this much crap thrown at him. But Kobe had to go through the same, unfortunately. So, Bron, you put yourself in this position, buddy, because you tried to keep being the GM all the goddamn time, and now look where those GM skills have gotten you. Absolutely nowhere. But those are my thoughts. Hopefully, okay, to sum up my Lakers thoughts, I personally think they should trade everybody. If they want to stay competitive, they can go ahead and trade for Miles Turner or Buddy Hield, but I feel like those moves would have already been made. Maybe they can, at some point later in the season, make those moves. I highly doubt it, though, because I don't know. They're just in a very odd position with the draft picks. If they do end up trading for Miles Turner, Russell Westbrook is probably going to have to go. That wouldn't really make much sense for the Pacers, though. It's like, I don't know. I don't know who they have to trade to obtain Miles Turner or Buddy Hield, but something needs to be done if they want to be competitive. My personal opinion on it, they should just blow it all up. Trade LeBron, trade Westbrook. Do whatever the hell you want with Anthony Davis. Put him in rehab. Figure it out, because I can't keep watching this guy get hurt after getting attacked by the Flying Dutchman, basically a ghost. Either way, look, those are my quick thoughts on the NBA season. I know it wasn't quick at all, but those are my thoughts so far on the NBA season, guys. I'm going to make a lot more of these. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is your guy in the chair. Oh, be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's really late, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm making videos back to back, doing a lot. I'm trying to get some good content out for you guys. I really appreciate you guys sticking in there with me, though. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Look, this is your guy in the chair. More content coming to you soon.